What's up, guys? It's the one and only God's Gift, Rap Radio 225, Brandon Blaze Scott, host of the Twice the BS Radio Network. And I'm here with another extra. And I'll be talking about LeBron James and the Lakers and why I feel like it's a failure and what they should do to change this thing. Well, for starters, the second he signed, I thought it was a stupid idea. Not for the Lakers, of course, because they're rebuilding, but for him. I'm thinking he wants to win a title. Well, I never knew LeBron to ever want to sit down and rebuild. We all know he's a very impatient guy. Come on, you knew they wasn't going to do anything. But, shockingly, the second he signed, there were a few people telling me, especially this one kid I used to work with. He was telling me, Brandon, bro, trust me. Now they're going to beat the Warriors. I'm looking at him, you fucking crazy? You stupid? Even a few customers was telling me, yo, this is a better look than the Cavaliers. I said, name one person on the Lakers who's better than Kevin Love. And someone actually had the gall to say Lonzo Ball. And I'm like, y'all don't know shit about basketball. Don't talk to me no more, people. But let's be real here. LeBron, he's not a rebuilding type. He's not trying to stick around for a couple of years because it's going to take a couple of years for him to get it together. And I don't see him doing that. This feels like a way different situation than, Miami. Because Miami, he actually had his friends that made him want to be there. And Cleveland, that's his hometown, and he could bitch around Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert wanted to keep him around. He felt so sorry after a letter. Over here, LA, Jeannie Buss don't give a fuck about that. Let's be real here. Magic probably wants him here, but Jeannie Buss ain't gonna fold to him. He's part of, arguably, the biggest franchise ever. There's only one other franchise, the Celtics, that you could say is actually bigger than the Lakers. You really think that he's going to come in and tell them what to do? No, that shit ain't working over there with them. They don't care. They're established. They're well known. They got the best players ever. LA will always find a way to win, with or without LeBron. They don't care about him that much. They'll find a way to continue the legacy, with or without King James, trust me. LA has no problem. But here is the problem. The Lakers were a lottery team last year. And it looks like they're going to be a lottery team this year with him. That makes no sense whatsoever. Everyone always claims that this man makes his teammates better. People always thought that he could take any team, even the worst team, to the playoffs. People thought to the point that he could take any team to the finals. But look right now. They're a lottery team practically. Who would have thought, if you were to tell me right now, the second he signed in this summer, that the Lakers will be the worst California team. Not only that they'll miss the playoffs, that they'll be the worst California team. There's 4 teams in the NBA that are from California. The Kings, the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Lakers. Who would have thought that the Lakers were dead last? Come on, how the Kings have a better record? How the Clippers have a better record? Post Tobias Harris. After trading Tobias Harris. How's it that the Clippers are the better team in LA? You can't name them guys. Come on. Should have kept a few players from last year. Bet you'll be in a better position. You could surely use Julius Randle. Surely use my boy D'Lo. Thank you, Magic. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving him to the Nets. Lonzo clearly was overhyped. When you really look at it, they could afford that too. They could have kept both these cats. D'Lo's still on a rookie contract, and Julius Randle didn't sign for a big, massive deal with the Pelicans. What, 2-year, 18 mil? That would have been a good look with LeBron James. They would have been a decent run, I believe. For real, when you really look at it. That makes up for all the injuries. If people went down with D'Lo and Randle, they would have carried the load and they would have been a playoff team. Obviously, look at the breakout seasons these guys are having. I know he's been swept a couple of times. I know people think he's the GOAT. But I hate to say it, it kind of isn't his fault, but at the same time it is his fault. This takes him out the GOAT conversation altogether. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but he can't be called the greatest player of all time. He walked in the organization, they were a lottery team. A whole season passed, and they still about to be a lottery team. What has he done to make this team any better? I'm sorry. But I believe Kobe and Michael would have did something about this. Not trying to make the comparison, but I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure that they would have did something, made some type of impact. The team is no different than they were last year with him. As foolish as it sounds, and he's having a good statistical year. I think 27, 8-8, if I'm not mistaken, makes me think that the theory of him elevating his teammates is a theory. Because it looked like a theory. These guys didn't really get elevated. I haven't seen no big, massive improvement with these cats. Well, Brandon Ingram, he had played a little bit better, but I don't think it's because of LeBron James. I really don't. I think he still would have been playing the same regardless. He hasn't done shit for this fucking team. And honestly, I think that they should trade him. I'm not trying to be funny. I would trade his ass right now. I personally would just take it as a loss, nip it in the butt, and move on. Because you didn't really get any better. And he gets impatient. Wow, I'm just speechless. The Nets, my Nets, out of all teams, finally eliminated LeBron James from playoff contention. That goes to show you that this was a waste. I just posted. If you would have told me July 1st, I remember this day. Me and a friend of mine, Steve, was actually talking about this when LeBron joined his team. And I was looking forward to my Nets. I wanted us to lose, get a lottery pick, because we have all this money to sign two free agents next year. I was looking forward to free agency, honestly. But my Nets are playoff bound. I'm shocked. If you would have told me that my Nets would be playoff bound, not only that, they would have eliminated LeBron James for playoff contention, I would have thought you on drugs. That just sounds so ridiculous, so baffling. I can't believe this actually happened. The Nets, D'Angelo Russell, the team that drafted him, he came back and he just eliminated LeBron James, the king. I don't want to hear anything at all. The Kobe comparisons is over. The Michael Jordan comparisons is over. Because with the season on the line, LeBron James slipped. Yes, he slipped. He didn't throw up a brick. I would have respected more if he threw up a brick, or if his shot was blocked, or the ball was stolen. He just slipped. He bust his ass. He turned over the ball when they needed him the most, when the season was on the line. Proclaimed GOAT. He said it out his own mouth. He's the greatest player of all time. And when his team needed him the most, against my little old Nets, he bust his ass. He just slipped. Point, I don't know what you do next. Because this guy, I'm hearing rumors that he wants to fire the coach. He prefers Ty Lue or Jason Kidd. I don't think that's going to be the answer. You're losing without this guy. I always say this to people. If you're losing with an all-star, you might as well just trade and reset. Get the most value you possibly can out this guy. For now, you can get a lot of shit for LeBron James. Even Zion Williamson, who knows? People always tell me, Brandon, how could you? Why would you? And I'm thinking, like, I said numerous times I'll trade Tom Brady if I knew I could get a shitload for him. I'll trade the old player for the new young player. And everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. But for real, when you really think about it, nothing wrong with taking a step back for 2 years if you could take a step forward for 10 years. Put it like this: if a billionaire were to offer you $100 million over 10 years tax free, but you had to live in a homeless shelter for 2 years to get it, I'm pretty sure you'll take that deal. Basically, in sports, you're going to have your highs and you're going to have your lows. And if you're at your low right now with LeBron, why not trade him for the future? You know this kid's going to be good. You know he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Why not go for it? Can't get any possibly worse than what you already are. Let's be real. This summer is going to be very, very interesting. I can't wait to see what's going to go down in free agency. Let's see what the Lakers do. I'm very curious. Let's see if they make it better. But I really feel that it's time to move off him. That's it for Twice the BS Extra. Give us a like on Facebook, 2WICE, the BS Radio Network. And hit that subscribe button. Thank you.